How does Shonda Rhimes craft her unique style? How does she use narrative structure across the talk? And finally, how does she use one personal story to bring it all together?
So a while ago, I tried an experiment. For 1 year, I would say yes to all the things that scared me. See, I have what most people would call a dream job. I'm a writer, I imagine, I make stuff up for a living. Dream job. No, I'm a titan. Dream job.
You can tell Shonda is a writer in television. It's a conversational medium, and she's not afraid of repetition because, let's be honest, most of us repeat ourselves in normal conversation. She repeats for emphasis to let her audience know that this is an important point she's trying to make. If you repeat something twice, well, that could just be random, like you've lost track of your script. But repeat it 3 times, that's deliberate, and we should probably pay attention. 3 is the magic number. And repetition also allows you to establish a pattern only to break it later. And that's an even better way to get our attention. So listen to how Shonda stresses again and again how she is a titan of industry, only to reveal by the end of the talk that this isn't what really matters.
I create television, I executive produce television, I make television, a great deal of television. In one way or another, this TV season, I'm responsible for bringing about 70 hours of programming to the world. 4 television programs, 70 hours of TV, 3 shows in production at a time, sometimes 4. Each show creates hundreds of jobs that didn't exist before. The budget for one episode of network television can be anywhere from $3 to $6 million, let's just say 5. 24 episodes of Grace, 21 episodes of Scandal, 15 episodes of How to Get Away with Murder, 10 episodes of The Catch. That's 70 hours of TV, that's $350 million for a season. In America, my television shows air back to back to back on Thursday night. Around the world, my shows air 256 territories and 67 languages for an audience of 30 million people. So, like I said, I'm a titan. Dream job. Now, I don't tell you this to impress you. I tell you this because I know what you think of when you hear the word writer. I tell you this so that all of you out there who work so hard, whether you run a company or a country or a classroom or a store or a home, take me seriously when I talk about working. So you'll hear me when I say that I understand that a dream job is not about dreaming. It's all job, all work, all reality, all blood, all sweat, no tears. And what makes it all so good is the hum.
Another style point is Shonda's use of story hooks, like the one in this tactic. First, there are questions. If you ask your audience a question, they'll try to answer it in their head. And now they're listening to you to see if your answer matches theirs.
Who are you? What are you? What am I? Am I still a titan? If the song of my heart ceases to play, can I survive in the silence?
Then there's irony. All of these act like little puzzles that your audience will only solve by listening to you.
And then my Southern waitress toddler asks me a question. I'm on my way out the door. I'm late. And she says, "Mama, want to play?" And I'm just about to say no when I realize 2 things. 1, I'm supposed to say yes to everything. And 2, my Southern waitress didn't call me honey.
Finally, there's relatable. This is inspired. Shonda takes an abstract concept like motivation and turns it into something we can actually taste in our mouths.
When did that happen? I'm missing it, being a titan and mourning my hum, and here she is changing right before my eyes. And so she says, "Mama, want to play?" And I say yes. There's nothing special about it. We play. And we're joined by her sisters, and there's a lot of laughing, and I give a dramatic reading from the book, Everybody Poops. Nothing out of the ordinary. And yet, it is extraordinary because in my pain and my panic, in the homelessness of my humlessness, I have nothing to do but pay attention. I focus. I am still. I feel it. A hum creeps back. Not at full volume, barely there. It's quiet, and I have to stay very still to hear it, but it is there. Not the hum, but a hum. And now I feel like I know a very magical secret. Well, let's not get carried away. It's just love. That's all it is. No magic, no secret. It's just love. It's just something we forgot. The hum, the work hum, the hum of the titan, that's just a replacement. If I have to ask you who I am, if I have to tell you who I am, if I describe myself in terms of shows and hours of television and how globally badass my brain is, I have forgotten what the real hum is.
Now let's move on to story structure. Shonda wants the hum, that vibrating energy that comes from being absorbed in meaningful activity, and she'll work 15-hour days to get it, no matter how demanding or tiring this schedule becomes. But this under-pressure titan of industry is about to learn a vital lesson, and that's thanks to a single story at the heart of Shonda's talk. It's the moment her daughter asks, "Mummy, do you want to play?" And despite the fact she's running late for a meeting, Shonda says yes. What follows is a little story with action, emotion, and meaning. It's a movie time tactic. And this clever marriage of story moment and story structure. Thanks to the story moment, we see Shonda's motivation change across the structure of the talk. She learns to say yes to play and she gets her groove back. Now, Shonda's talk is structured with a happy ever after, as you'd expect from one of the greatest creators of television working today. By the end of her talk, Shonda is older and wiser. She's earned the love of her kids and the respect of her industry. She's doing the right thing.
And I don't give a crap about being a titan because I've never once seen a titan play Red Rover, Red Rover. I said yes to less work and more play, and somehow I still run my world. My brain is still global. My campfires still burn. The more I play, the happier I am and the happier my kids are. The more I play, the more I feel like a good mother. The more I play, the freer my mind becomes. The more I play, the better I work. The more I play, the more I feel the hum. The nation I'm building, the marathon I'm running, the troops, the canvas, the high note, the hum, the other hum, the real hum, life's hum.
So there you have it. You've got story hooks and 3 is the magic number to help you learn from Shonda's style. You've got movie time to craft your own Shonda moment. And you've got What's My Motivation and Happy Ever Afters to help you find a good structure for your talk.